An East Texas group is dedicated to improving the lives and futures of kids with Down syndrome. East Texas News Weekend's Bob Hallmark has our story.
2-year-old Abigail is helping in a mission to help others like her who have Down syndrome. And she's the poster child for Abigail's Guardians.
She is so special to us. So Abigail's Guardians was formed as our group for the Down syndrome walk this year. We kind of call it the Abigail's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Year-round, the group garners support for more than 400,000 other individuals with Down syndrome in the U.S.
This year, our theme for the walk is Out of This World, and Abigail was chosen as the ambassador for this year.
Fundraising efforts will support local programs and services as well as advocacy and public awareness initiatives that benefit all individuals with Down syndrome.
This money goes towards the kids, whether they need, maybe they need help to go to a camp during the summer, or maybe their family needs some help with maybe some bills or something along those lines.
Every dollar raised goes to the mission Miss Jennings works toward.
50 years ago, it was a burden to have a child with special needs or Down syndrome or anything along those lines. Through the years, people have learned that these kids and adults and families, they're just like everybody else. You know, they can live normal lives.
So kids like Abigail will have the opportunity to reach their potential.
Down syndrome doesn't just define who they are. They can have jobs, they can go to college, they can do anything they really set their mind to.
Bob Hallmark, East Texas News Weekend.
This year's Down Syndrome Buddy Walk will be held in numerous cities across the country. That's scheduled for October the 14th.